A few weeks ago, some representatives from Asus came to visit me in studio, and they brought along with them some of their cool new laptops that are coming out, but one of them in particular had a very special screen, something that I'd supposedly never seen before, and they wanted to let me see this stuff in advance. So they come in, they show all their stuff, and I'm getting excited. I'm like, let's see the super special laptop. But before they pull it out, they're like, number one, you can't test any of this stuff. You can't benchmark any of this stuff. And also, you can't even shoot video on any of it because it's running some like next generation unreleased hardware. So I was like, what can I do with it then, right? So I did ask them, can I run these cameras so I can at least record my reaction when I see this supposed special screen? And they let me run it. Show me. It's on, oh yeah. Dude. How is it doing this? So that device is the new Asus ProArt StudioBook 16 with their new 3D OLED display. And it doesn't need any kind of glasses or equipment to be able to see it. It's just right off the screen. These things look like they're popping out at you. So Asus is calling it their spatial vision. But the thing with 3D technology is that you need to see it in real life. Like the way that 3D anything works is that you have like images that are sent to your two different eyes, and then our brains can figure out, okay, that's got depth, right? But on a camera with its one eye or one lens, you can't ever see 3D properly. So it's very unfortunate that I can't show this thing like the way that I would like you guys to see it, but it really did seem like these objects were coming out of that screen in this strangely believable manner. And because there's no eyewear, it almost feels like it's a hologram, right? It's got depth. These things shouldn't have depth, but it's like it's right outside of the screen in front of your face, and I was like pawing at it. It was so weird. But what really fascinated me was how they were pulling this off. So Asus uses a 3.2K OLED panel, but then on top of that OLED layer, there's a lenticular layer, which is like a series of optical lenses that they can use to direct the light in a very particular way. And when the screen is in 3D mode and it's displaying two images that are slightly offset, those lenses will direct the light to your two separate eyes to create a very convincing three-dimensional image. Now, because half the screen is being sent to your left eye and half the screen is being sent to your right eye, you don't get the full resolution of the 3.2K, it's halved, but it's still very sharp. And then, to make the experience even better, it has a series of cameras at the top that track your face. And as you move around, it knows where your face is positioned, so you can kind of move left and right, you can move in and out, and it'll adjust in real time that image or that model to compensate for your movement. So it does a couple things. One, it gives the object perspective. So you can kind of look to the side, like as it comes out of the screen, you can peer around the object in this weirdly 3D space. And also, you don't have to stand in one specific spot to have this 3D effect work, which is an issue that has plagued basically every 3D tech I've ever seen before. Like there's this one area that it can work, but the moment you shift, the illusion is lost. But because of the face tracking, it keeps it and maintains that third dimension as you move around. And then the cherry on top is that this device has the ability to turn off that 3D layer. It'll switch between 3D mode and 2D mode. And when it's in regular 2D mode, it just looks like a regular 4K OLED screen. Not 4K, 3.2K, but it just looks like a regular screen. And it's like, there's seemingly no loss in image quality. It's got 120 Hertz, high refresh. It's like, I don't know how they're doing this, but it's wild. I wish I could show this thing to you guys. I wish you guys could see it in person because unfortunately, this is one of those few pieces of technology that you really have to see in life to be able to, like in real life, to be able to experience it properly. Because all this talk and like the simulations and stuff, no camera can pick this up properly.